Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ ATS Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Welcome to Friday. Yeah, that's it, boy. Holidays are creeping up, man. It's crazy. It just feels like Thanksgiving was just happened.
It did.
And then bam, look at this.
I was just making a turkey, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be 2022 before you know it.
You're right.
Crazy.
It is.
Just crazy. What's going on here? Crazy. I tell you, crazy. We were talking the tail end of the show about chivalry is dead. Manners. Just got to kind of like upgrade to be aware of yourself. There's a couple things that you can step on people's feelings now today, opening up doors, especially if it is a man opening for a woman. It could come off wrong. That
only way it could come off wrong is if you're like, hey, hot tits, hey, let me open the door for you. If you're being nice.
I wish someone would say that when they open the door for me.
That's when it's wrong. If you're just trying to be a kind person and open a door for somebody, that's not wrong.
You trying to say I can't open my own door?
No, I'm just trying to say I'm trying to be a nice person. Fuck this. I'm out.
If anybody thinks my tits are hot, please tell me. I won't be mad.
Denny's was scolded for saying bless you, and who found the origins of that. It's got kind of a religious overtone, so some people are offended by that. So when somebody sneezes, maybe salud, gesundheit, those are just to health and not to religion. So, but yes, it's just kind of the way it is some people are just walking through life looking to be offended. Somebody sent this to me. I was reminded of this. If you forgot, just a couple other things to watch out for around the holiday season. This is kind of dicey. This is,
boy,
kind of a religious holiday mixed with paganism and all kinds of stuff in there. But there's a lot of reasons for people to be offended here this time of year. You know, John Legend, thankfully, was able to recut that rapey song with Kelly Clarkson.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside. We've taken care of that. That's the good news.
It's cold inside, too.
I'm glad we're tackling the big problems.
Yes. So the cancel culture has her new Christmas classics, some things to be aware of. Watch Celebrating Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, of course, bullying.
Oh, they are dicks
Yes.
to Rudolph, including Santa, his father, and his coach. All of them are such assholes.
Yeah. Holly Jolly Christmas, kiss her once for me, #MeToo. Stop that. Unwanted advances. White Christmas.
Cocaine.
No. What else?
Oh.
Racist.
Yes.
Ah.
We can do all the cocaine we want. That's not a problem.
All the racists love cocaine.
Yes, that's right. It's not the problem with cocaine. It's racist.
Cocaine actually brings us together.
Cocaine.
Cocaine's fine.
That's how we do it.
Cocaine's not a problem at all. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Hello, stalker.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Santa Claus is coming to town, but, you know, if you read between these lines.
Did you see the video of that hacker that was talking to that young girl in her bedroom through a family's Ring camera in Tennessee?
Oh,
Yes.
my gosh.
You got to put like a double password.
And when he's saying like, ho, 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 I'm Santa or something like that.
I'm your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking horrifying. Oh, my gosh.
That is horrifying.
Could you imagine that you're walking by Rocco's room or Mag's room and they're talking to some stranger and it's some guy who, hey guys, what do you want for Christmas?
Wait, what? What?
I would be upset.
Frosty the Snowman. That's sexist. No snow person, not a snow woman.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, watch Frosty the Snowman is offensive.
All right.
Do you hear what I hear? Hello, hearing impaired?
Got ya. All
We
right.
all aren't blessed with hearing. Be
Understood.
careful on that one. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Really? Gay? Okay. We got to point that out.
Okay.
And Jingle Bell Rock. Giddy up, Jingle Horse. Pick up your feet. Oh, yeah. Animal abuse. You think the horse really wants to be picking up his damn feet for you?
Well, Kevin, thank you for having us #do better.
Yes, please do better. I just want to let you know that there are a lot of Christmas classics that the cancel culture would like to get rid of. That is them, and that is why.
There's no way people are really mad at that. So there's no way. I'm convinced this is such a media-driven thing to get people so fired up and pissed off.
Okay, then explain the person that scolded Denny's.
I think there are just some. Well, here's what I will say though. I do think that because the media is reporting on it, it is bringing out, it's bubbling up. Some people are getting weird with it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think though, because it's becoming normal in the media, people think it's normal in regular day life.
You're right. We're part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we're making fun of it.
And we're self-aware.
Okay,
I mean,
there you go.
not always though. We want to talk to you about your drinking.
You got some balls.
15 days without a drop of alcohol.
Yeah,
And it's
this is
killing you.
That's kind of interesting. If people don't know, we probably ought to talk about this more.
I'm
Yeah,
a shell of a man.
Jaybird's at 15 days without booze.
You've replaced it with gallon bagfuls of carbs and sugar.
No, I really haven't. I know that I've eaten a lot in the morning, but I'm trying to watch my calorie count. I do like the soda. It's something that I struggle with, but I mean I'd rather struggle with Coca-Cola than whiskey.
Yes.
Okay, I see your point.
Well, Camilla had sent an email here. She said, can Jaybird please tell us why he was alone for 2 days in New Jersey? I'm so curious since I thought his brother lived there. Why would he be alone?
What had happened was my brother ended up having to work. He didn't think he was going to have to work, so when I got there, he was hit with the news that his boss was like, you have to come into work or else. So my brother would work from like 8 a.m. till about 10 o'clock at night.
Jeez,
so
that's a long work day.
Yeah, so I'd see him for about,
What's he doing? Double shifts?
Yeah, he's just working a lot. So and he had to. Plus, it's the season. And my job, my brother works in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
Ah.
So we weren't expecting that. And he doesn't have a car up there right now, so I had to kind of Uber around everywhere, and I wasn't going to stay at the one place. So I just wanted to explore Jersey. I really had every intention of going to New York City. I just couldn't find the right combination. The right situation didn't approach. I was going to meet up with some KVJ Nationers, and I even put it on Facebook, but everybody was going at different times, and it just was going to be kind of a to-do. Mm-hmm. So I did. I went around Jersey, went to some pizza places.
Yeah.
I made the best of it. Looking back with a clear mind, New Jersey still was pretty fucking awful.
Yeah.
But I think it was awful out of your control.
It was.
There's nothing you could have changed.
It was the wrong situation. Not having a car up there, not being able to see my brother the whole time. And then the first motel I went to, really...
You sent me a picture of the sink, and that was repulsive.
People said that was someone cooking meth in there. And it smelled like a drug.
Yeah, weird, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
I've smelled, I can't remember what it was. I think it was crack or something one time.
You should always...
It smells weird.
Always stay in the best hotel you can afford. And that place looked like a shithole.
Oh, it was terrible.
So you always go for the best, most amount of stars you can afford.
Yeah, for sure. I was just trying to get to the quickest place by my brother's house.
We're very spoiled in South Florida, but if you've never grown up in certain parts of America, and I've lived in a lot of them, there are legitimately places where there, and I'm not kidding you, nothing to do other than what people have in their homes. There is nothing. I mean, nothing to do. It's like there's no, some places, like some towns don't have bars. They don't have, like, there is barely any restaurants.
Right.
And even the ones they have are terrible.
You're right. We're very spoiled.
Nothing to do.
We are. We're very lucky to live here in South Florida.
I get that it gets hot as shit here, but other than that, this is a great place to live.
You're right.
That's why I never left. I got here and I'm like, thankfully I had that appreciation because I grew up in that town where there was nothing to do. And I got here and I'm like going, I'm never leaving. I'm like, I don't care. Like, my quality of living is so great here And I was like, I would never go anywhere else.
Well, it's beautiful here.
Yeah.
We have great things to do. There's diversity here. There's a lot of great things that especially South Florida has.
I learned something today in the thought of the day. Count your blessings.
Yes, Virginia, yes.
Count your blessings, not your problems.
You're right. I forgot the last part.
That's the drinking we're talking about.
Well, speaking of your problems, Virginia,
Yes.
Kelly in Tampa
Uh-oh.
asked a question here. Is there trouble in paradise with V and Panda? She mentioned a few times that I'm too much for them and they all get sick of me.
Which is true.
Is it just a rough patch or is it deeper? I love V and Panda. I hope it's all going to be okay. I loved how real it got with the neck tat debate. Is there more bubbling underneath? Can you give us more deets?
So, we're not mad. Nobody's mad at each other. I think it's just normal in a marriage to have ups and downs.
Yeah, it is.
And there's a lot of strain with the children, especially this week. Rocco's been sick because a girlfriend of mine brought her sick kid over to my house. And then, so Rocco got it. And he's literally been up all night coughing, which is tough. And so, no sleep. Me and Panda are both kind of on edge this week. And it's just been rough, I love him. He loves me. There's no trouble there. It's just hard with our lifestyle and, my party spirit. Panda doesn't drink. And so imagine you're sober trying to put up with me. I'm a cat 5.
No, you were that new category they were trying to do, cat 6.
I'm a cat 6.
Cat
Well,
6,
if you are sober, I think anytime anyone's above 3 drinks, you probably want to wring their neck most of the time.
Right. And I'm always doing a lounge act.
Yeah.
It's always me.
It's extra. You're extra. Yeah.
But that's what families is about. You get into spats, you get into arguments, and then you make up. It's okay to fight with people.
Yes.
I think sometimes people think if you're in a tiff, that's the end-all, be-all. Motherfuckers fight.
Yeah, and we're not fighting. That's that's the thing. We're not fighting. It just makes me sad that he looks at me with annoyance. That makes me sad.
Wait, say this again?
It makes me sad.
Like all the time or just when, you're being annoying?
Well, when I'm being annoying and then there's overlap. There's there's residual.
Takes a little time to get over it.
Does it make you feel sad when me and Kevin look at you with the same kind of annoyance?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
That doesn't
I didn't think so.
I'm not married to you.
Yeah. So how long does it take typically to get over an annoying episode, an annoying Virginia episode?
Few days.
And I think it probably depends on the episode.
True.
How big it is. Yeah, sure. So
True.
They vary.
They do.
And it is, it's a great analogy about, deposits withdrawals, and that's what a marriage is. And so, you've got to fill it back up. And, when you make your withdrawals, Virginia goes out and gets a little crazy, liquored up, then you're making a withdrawal. So you got to make sure you make those deposits.
You guys need a romantic getaway together. Just you two?
So we're taking a trip, but it's a family trip.
No, that's not what you need.
I agree. I would love to do a little staycation with Panda, just the two of us, to connect. We need that.
Well, let's get the kids settled with grandma or whoever. I'll watch
Uncle
the kids.
Jay Bird?
I'll watch the kid. I'll gladly watch the kids. You guys go for a nice little Friday, Saturday. Come back Sunday afternoon. Get a little nooner in there before you come back home. That's what you need. I will absolutely watch the kids.
I'll take you up on that.
And I bought him a shirt that says this thing won't suck itself.
Now we're talking romance.
Yeah.
Would you be upset if Panda ever wore that shirt out in public?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just checking. All right. I won't
Okay,
get
it
him.
really reflects on you, too.
Big time. I'd be like, what are you doing? I would cut it off of him before I would let him be seen in it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that then. Tara had sent this in. I heard Virginia reference Rocco's dental cavities. Is she going to pay to get them drilled? Now, I'm having a huge fight with my mother about paying to get my 8-year-old son's cavities filled. She says it's a huge waste of money because eventually baby teeth fall out. The dentist, though, says it's necessary, and I've talked to other parents, and it's split down the middle. What do you guys think?
So I had a long conversation with the dentist, who I love, very, very sweet, young, new dentist, and he brings up a good point. So the teeth in the front, the kids lose those when they're 6 and 7 years old, and so those are fine, I think, to just, either pull them right out or, figure it out. But the teeth in the back, if you have back cavities, they keep those teeth until they're 11. And the thing about bacteria in your mouth, which is what a cavity is, it tends to spread. And so now you're talking about the bacteria on the back teeth spreading to the other back teeth. And now you've got an issue with all the teeth. And God forbid that cavity turns into an abscess. Now you have an infection and a whole host of problems. So what we are going to try to do with Rocco is drill and fill these cavities, even though they're baby teeth and he's going to lose them at age 11. I don't want him to have a mouthful of bacteria.
Yeah.
And this is just a part of a bigger problem too. In my house, the diet is terrible. The children, Rocco, not Magnolia, Rocco's diet is terrible. Sugary drinks, snacks, bullshit cakes and cookies and treats and lollipops and all that. He'll barely eat regular food, and I blame myself. I blame my husband. I blame.
Well, it's a tag team because I have my own. We have our own issues and stuff like that, and I think anybody does because you don't get them 24/7. It's a handoff, and so
exactly.
Yeah, when they're on another parent's terms, you hope that everybody's abiding by what the code is, but that doesn't often happen between parents.
When you set a pattern with a kid, and that kid, of course, he's going to pick donuts.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Over grilled chicken and broccoli every time. He's going to pick donuts. So it's hard. It's really, really hard. And the dentist just told me straight up, a lot of this is diet. He would not have these cavities if he did not have this diet.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, talk to me about diet. I get it, Virginia.
So
right there with you.
I'm failing. I think I did really good with Magnolia. I am failing with Rocco.
All right, I'm gonna throw the fucking towel in real quick. All right, let's not beat yourself up too much.
Yeah, I don't.
You're making the proper.
I'm self-aware and I'm trying to do better, but it's hard.
Keep in mind, you got a different tandem situation here, and so Panda's kind of been raised on that, and so it's just that's. Got to compensate. You got to find the sweet spot on that.
Bottom
no
line,
pun intended.
you're trying. You're gonna make the changes. You know what you got to do. You don't want them being an asshole, and you know that, and that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna cut it out. You're gonna cut that shit out.
But even too, if you just when you have him, it's like one thing, and you can try to do what you can to set up the other. At least 50% of the time, or half the time he's with you, he's going to be getting the stuff he should.
Right.
So and then Dad just is the one who's the spoiler with the food. So, but I hear you. It's a challenge.
The temper tantrums are real for that sugar. They really get like, I need it. He lost his shit on me at the CVS because I would not get him a lollipop. I'm like, no, we just came from the dentist and you got a bad report. We're not getting a lollipop.
You should have seen me when I found out they ran a snickerdoodle cookies over at Jersey Mike's. I don't know about a temper tantrum.
Yeah, that sugar, man. Turns
It
you into a
does.
monster.
It really, really does.
It's the devil, Virginia. It's the devil. Melv here said, hey, Bert, I heard you thinking about giving Kevin's lifestyle a try in 2020, the year of adventure. How about you give it a real try? Clean eating and exercise for 3 months, no soda at all, limit the sweets and include real vegetables every day in at least one meal. You think you can do it. If you complete it, get some type of reward or show off the new body on another naked mile run, something like that. So.
I know I talk a lot about how I eat terrible, and I do eat terrible at times, but I really honestly don't eat as bad as people think. I couldn't. I would be way heavier if I was.
Yeah, right, true.
I really don't. When I know I'm getting... I go through kind of like benders with food, and then I go, all right, Bird, you got to shut it down. I'm very more conscious like that. If not, I would be over 200 pounds again.
I do that too, but I feel like this is the longest bender I've ever been on.
Yeah.
I'm in it right now, and I'm trying to be better, but I feel like I stress eat.
Yeah, the same thing with me. 2019, I was telling you guys the other day, I think I was going through some depression in 2019, and I think I ate and drank a little more than I normally do, and I am very self-aware of that, and I'm coming out of all that, which is a good thing. That's all good signs for 2020.
Cheers. Let's have a drink.
Fuck yes. That's all it takes. If Kevin's like,
if someone walked in here with that coquito right now, I think we'd all have a nip.
Oh, it's all, yeah.
Sounds great.
I'm down.
Sounds
I'm
great.
not quitting drinking or anything. I think sometimes you just got to take a break on certain shit.
It sounds like it could be effective. There's a study that found that it could help people avoid unhealthy foods if there is a label that shows how much they'd have to exercise to burn off the calories they're about to consume.
That's funny.
I know a lot of times I've read that before where it's like if you eat an Oreo, you have to do, like run 2 miles. I'm like, wait, what?
What?
It really does put it into perspective when because, even when you hear calories, you're like, okay, all right, whatever. It's got 50 calories in Oreo or something like that. But then when you're going, okay, to burn off 50 calories, this is what it takes. Because I've been on the treadmill or wherever I might be on, and I'm in terrible pain.
Yes.
And I look down, I'm like, well, that's got to be like, what, 1,000 calories?
22 calories?
It's like
22.
8. I'm like, what? Oh, my God. I'm about ready to vomit. I've burnt 9 calories.
Oh, you cannot watch the treadmill.
Terrible.
If you have to put a towel over it because you'll go insane. You'll feel like you're in math class.
Oh, it's terrible. No, they by one trainer, he has this kind of like ski rope thing. It simulates like you're skiing. And to get to 10 calories, I am about to barf. And I'm like, that's a fifth of an Oreo.
Wow.
Yeah, when you break it down like that.
It's terrible.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
when
what?
You start to read the back of the package. You go, holy shit, man! 400 calories for a bag of chips.
Yeah, but you don't
which
know
we
what.
have.
Yeah, but until you go through the pain of trying and seeing specifically and equating the energy expense to getting to those calories, then you're like going, okay, I know what that means. That is basically it's about 20 seconds full gas trying to go, and you're like you're dropped to your knee, and that's 10 calories. Like I have to do that 5 times to burn off 1 Oreo. Like that is bullshit.
There's a bag of chips in our vending machine. I believe the entire bag, and it's not that big of a bag. It's 410 calories for a fucking bag of chips,
That's
man.
a lot.
And you're still so hungry after.
Yeah, they're empty.
Yeah,
Empty calories.
Empty calories. And so now you have to burn off 410 calories on the treadmill just for a bag of chips. That's what I'm saying. You start reading that shit, you're like, it's not worth it.
Somebody texted in said, in my gym, they have a sign saying 1 slice of pizza equals 500 burpees. Was it worth it?
Depends on the pizza. And yeah, it is. Fuck you and your burpees.
You're asking the wrong guy, though.
Pizza.
You're asking the pizza champion.
Pizza is Kevin beat Hulk Hogan in a pizza eating contest.
But he don't have no pizza tattoo on his body.
Good point.
True. Yeah. Not the same level.
Kevin was so smug during that pizza eating contest because he knew I was gonna lose. He could tell I was sick.
I knew. Yeah. I was just watching your eyes.
He knows that.
You were putting up
He saw that same look in your eye that you had when you lost the taco challenge.
Kevin always beats me in eating challenges, and he knows all of my moves, and he knows I start to overcompensate with trash talk and standing up.
I can tell when he started talking.
Yeah. And he's calling me out on it.
Yeah, it was the tortoise and the hare.
And you were just smiling, eating your pizza. So funny.
I'm like, here we go. It's the beginning of the end. I don't know if this gets you excited. IHOP has just announced it's going to be opening up a new fast food chain called Flipped. It's going to be serving the same basic stuff, just in fast food style.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I like it.
They're going to start in Atlanta in April and then move from there. But yeah,
will it have a
IHOP
drive-through?
I believe so. I think they're trying to do IHOP but fast.
IHOP needs to come up with a signature sandwich that everybody knows about, and I know that they already got
like Denny's has the moons over my hammy.
Yes, they gotta have where's their Big Mac, and if they have it, which I'm sure they have something like that, everyone's gotta know about it. You have to brand it.
Mm-hmm. And just another little piece of randomness here today. Apparently, Firehouse subs today, if your name is Jason, you get, a free medium sub with a purchase?
Yeah, I love when restaurants do this stuff. Fun little promotions. I think they do it. Do they do that every day with a different name?
I think that's what you were saying. Suits had texted this to me.
I love that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So if you're a Jason and you go into Firehouse Subs, you buy anything and you get a free sub?
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah, just
cool.
It says a purchase. I don't know what that means.
What were you I can't remember where you said that it's kids eat free 12 under.
I Heart Mac and Cheese has a kids free night.
So it's kids free night.
Yes.
Are there restaurants still that do the kids eat free 12 and under? Is that kind of like a
every day?
Yeah, or is that like a 1988 kind of a thing?
I think it's 88.
Really?
Yeah. Most places will do it once a week. And usually on a night when they are slower, like a Monday or a Tuesday, to drum up business.
Yeah.
Because parents like me are like, ooh, kids eat free? Hell yeah.
There was restaurants back in the day that always had that thing. 12 and under, kids eat free every night.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Back in the 80s in Lake Park.
Nick in Melbourne want to know if you've been watching Wheel of Fortune with Vanna White since she's been hosting and what your thoughts are.
I think she's doing good. I watched a little bit of it. This is the only way you get me to watch the wheel. Put Vanna in charge.
Look, it is so tough to go into that arena and then try to do what Pat's done, and everyone's going to be hating on you and watching your every move. I think she's doing quite fine.
I do too. Good for her.
Nick said her interactions with guests are a little uncomfortable. Maybe she's not used to interacting with people, just letters. And just in case you're wondering, Mickey Mouse has been standing at the board pointing at the tiles. Of course, they worked it into a nice little advertisement.
It's awkward. It is. But a lot of times, those question period things are awkward.
Yeah.
Even on Jeopardy, Alex gets right up in their face and asks them something weird, and then these smart dorks try to explain something fun, and it never comes off.
It's weird because nobody has had media training.
Yeah.
They're just a regular person standing there trying to answer questions. It's tricky.
And Nick said, I can't wait to hear what the new year brings. Is Jaber going to be calling it 020 or 2020?
020.
020?
Hells yeah.
And here's something that you might get sick of pretty quick. You know, a lot of people are already trying to brand it the Roaring 20s, which the 1920s was the Roaring 20s.
What?
I guess it was the era. It was the decade of ragtime.
Yeah.
I love
and all that.
ragtime.
So, are we gonna have more ragtime? Are you gonna bring the Charleston back?
I tried to do ragtime stuff back at Wild 95.5. It just didn't hit.
Well, it wasn't the Roaring 20s. We're getting ready to get into the Roaring 20s.
Okay, maybe I got to get back in the lab and do some ragtime.
But do you? I mean, but do you call them the Roaring? I mean, the 1920s was the Roaring 20s. We can't do this 100 years later, can we?
Let's get drunk and call them the Pouring 20s.
Oh, okay.
Let's have Virginia read the dirt and call it the Snoring 20s.
Aww. Low blow.
There's been a lot of digs at the dirt lately, and I'm so sorry.
Are
A
you?
lot, yes. He's not sorry.
Only
at all.
15 dirts left in the year. Put that in perspective.
Yeah.
15 dirts, and they all better be fucking quality, or not.
Oh,
Kevin,
they will be,
Kevin-
you cookie fuck. They will be.
Kevin's gonna get real mad if they're not quality.
Yes, yes. You know me. Very upset.
Virginia's been calling
He
me.
sleeps too.
Virginia's been calling me a cookie fuck all day today.
It's a nice pet name.
I don't hate it.
Beautiful.
You're eating bags of cookies.
So the latest thing that I got going on here, you know, I told you my dad is a gun-toting American. He loves it. And so he really wants me to have a gun. And I don't have a gun. And so he's, I guess his thing is...
You're getting a Christmas pistol?
Yep. Sure am.
Honestly, man, I've been binge watching Dateline every single night, and it makes me want to get a gun.
Is it a Red Ryder BB gun?
Yeah, shoot your beady eye out, kid.
Yeah.
Please don't shoot your beady eye out.
No.
We have T-shirts with that name on them. We still got to sell.
Yes, you're right.
Kevin with a patch, though, would look kind of sexy. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
We hated his eye so much we shot it out.
That's a thought. Yeah, no, my dad, he's very thorough, too. And he has sent me probably about 10 emails now
Okay.
on gun instruction, safety, laws.
Well, which gun are you getting? Are you getting like a Dirty Harry?
Uh,
38
Dude,
special?
Get a Snub Nose 38?
Getting a Glock 19.
What does that mean?
I kind of see you more as a Snub Nose 38.
No, I don't want to. I want to go, you know, want to clip cartridge kind of.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's
Thought you were a Snub Nose 38 kind of guy.
yeah, I'm not a revolver kind of guy. Yeah, it's not my.
We don't know what that
style.
means. We're just saying names of guns. If you came in here and pistol whipped us, we wouldn't be able to tell you what it was.
I learned Snub Nose 38 from a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah, I don't even know much either. My dad is really into it, and so, but you know, his whole thing, and he sees, you know, he just sees these stories on the news, and some of it, I'm like, okay, wait, you know, so he carries with him all the time.
Because he's not going to be taken out by a random shooter.
Yeah, he saw that. He says ever since the San Bernardino thing, he carries all the time. Like when he goes to the bathroom, he still has a gun.
He's pissing with a gun.
Yeah, so
He
if you
poops with a gun?
there's a gun by him. Yeah, so if you ever see my dad, he has a gun on him, at least one, sometimes as many as 3.
Hopefully when I see him.
What is he, a G.I. Joe character?
3?
Oh my God.
He's
3?
Yes, he packs like Yes. And so he will see this stuff. And of course, he's in that kind of circuit. So any kind of story and some of the stuff, I'm like going, did that really happen? And he's like going, yes. Did you see you in the Florida home where the family's just sitting on their back patio and somebody came up and just massacred them? I'm like, no, wait, what? When did this happen? I'm like, I live in Florida. Wait, what's going on here? So, yeah, so I got all these stories and it's just now I'm trying to. So I said, yes, Dad, because he's offered many times. And finally he was just like, this is the final. And I'm like, the best thing to do is just, yes, I'll go get it.
Because guns are not cheap. How much is this Glock?
He's sending $600
to
get it. So whatever it is and whatever I got to get. So, yeah, you're right. They're not cheap. And that's why I just kept putting it off. I'm like, I'm not going to take the money to buy a gun. But he's like, he's going to pay for it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. But it's like, this means now, like, my whole life is, and I've already got my concealed carry. So I've done that part of it. But he wants me to do a 3 DVD set. He's sent me files upon files of gun safety training, all this kind of stuff. And so my whole world probably for about the next month is going to be gun education, safety, and training.
I mean, it makes me feel safer here knowing you've got a gun. Will you bring it to work?
No, he wants me, he thinks I need to carry all the
time.
time.
Why have it if you're not going to bring it with you and protect yourself and protect us?
It's enough to bring my phone and my wallet. I'm like, I don't feel that way. I'm not. If somebody comes and I guess jacks me or whatever, then it's probably just my time.
So now you have 3 guns. Your arms and your snub nose 38.
Yeah.
Those biceps are lethal.
I mean, I always felt protected just with your arms. Now, with the revolver.
Yeah, so that's kind of the next part of it where it's like, I'm going to get it and then, because my whole thing is I'm like, well, I got to make sure I have a good gun because my biggest thing is I don't want Canada to be able to get a hold of it. So and my dad's like, if you carry it all the time with you, you don't have to worry about that. And he's like, my gun never leaves my sight. And I'm like, oh.
Well, I can tell you what, if you're carrying all the time, I'm never going to get into a fight with you at Cocktails and Karaoke again.
Oh, yeah? Bam!
You could really kill Hulk Hogan.
Just tell him you're packing.
You can be packing, I'll be snacking. How about that? Packs and snacks.
Yeah, so anyway, so that is... that's going to be my latest little thing I'm going to be getting myself into.
Fascinating.
So. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought it was too.
I wonder how heavy your gun's going to be.
I mean, I've had them. They're, that's most of it's actually kind of like plastic, and then the barrel is,
heavier or lighter than a full-on public sub?
That's probably about the same, actually.
Okay.
I'm not weighing them out, and I'm going to have to I'm maybe a scotch better than you guys on gun knowledge.
No, you're not. You're way better.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I can do is spell gun, and that's a struggle.
Okay.
Yeah, the only gun I've ever touched is a paintball gun.
Okay.
Well, she's real good with it. I went shooting with you before.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I'm not.
Yeah, and I have. I love, like, got a couple buddies. We go to Okeechobee every now and then and stay up there and go shooting. And, yeah, I mean, I've shot everything, AR-15s and all that stuff. I think it's great. It's for sport. It's fun. Yeah, shooting is a ton of fun.
I'm not against it or anything. I'm not taking any kind of political stance.
It's just it's a responsibility, and I don't like responsibility.
That's what it comes down to, yes.
That's really
I'm trying to be more footloose and fancy-free.
Yes. Right.
Amen.
Yeah, and my dad is he looks at it as this is his
duty.
This is his mission. And at his church, he runs the guns program and security and all that stuff. And
he runs the church/Jesus course.
Yes. And honestly, I think they counted. They had whatever it was. They had 200 people at church last week, and I think 195 of them had guns on them.
Jesus Mafia.
It's just, yeah. He's like he's like, we'd be the worst place for a terrorist to walk into. He's like,
oh my gosh.
He's like, you would be outgunned if you go into a hillbilly church. Yeah,
you're done.
You walk in, everyone pulls up. Wrong church.
Do not walk into their church and try to shoot it up. Yeah. So anyway, that's going to be a Cowboy Kev in 2020.
Fascinating.
It's coming. Yeah, I got a little Feel Good Friday here. It says, going back to college in my late 30s has been a journey of self-discovery that very often felt like a juggling act. I am married, and I have 2 children. Today is my graduation from the University of Central Florida, and I couldn't be happier that I persevered. I did it.
Yay.
That's such a big deal because that's a low stat. People graduating that old. I mean, that's good that you went back and did that.
My sister did that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. So
It's very cool.
You should feel very, very good about that.
I decorated my cap with one of Jason's Thought of the Day quotes that I heard some time ago. Jason, you inspired me.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you can see the cap there. It's got the UCF on it. One day or day one. You decide.
I love
Right there on the cap.
Look at you, Jay Bird. I mean, you're making
pretty
people
cool.
realize their dreams. It's power.
That's from Dulce Alvarado.
it. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Now, what degree did you get, and what are you going to do?
And what's your favorite color? And what's your favorite meal? Questions Kevin cannot answer right now.
They're not in the email, Virginia. I have no idea.
I love
Maybe
it.
her ass will send a follow-up.
I love when Virginia asks you questions because I can see it in your face, like, Virginia, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say right now. How do you think I know these answers?
Shut up, cookie fuck.
I love that pet name.
I was telling you, the more I learn Spanish, the more confused I am.
Having the opposite effect.
I'm really going the other way with this. Her name's Dulce Alvarado, and Dulce means sweet. So is her name Sweet Alvarado?
That's just like a porn name.
I think that's what it is.
I love it. That's a sexy name,
Am
girl.
I reading that right? Is that a customary Spanish name?
Sweet Alvarado.
Dulce.
Because, we don't have any sweet Ralstons that I know of.
Oh, you're the
Well,
sweetest.
Sweet Kevin.
If anybody was Dulce Ralston, it'd be you.
No, do you know who was sweet? Fat Kevin. That was a
He
sweet
was.
motherfucker. That was a
He
sweet
was.
kid.
But he's dead.
Yeah.
Ah, I still have hope.
I know you want to bring him back, but that dude is dead.
Fat Kevin, zombie Fat Kevin.
Zombie fat Kevin.
John in Jacksonville said the Army-Navy game's going to be on Saturday. Can I please get the entire show to shout out Go Navy Beat Army? I cannot do that. My dad was in the Army, and he has 3 guns on him.
Can we do this instead? Let's compromise. USA.
What?
USA, yes, we're rooting for everybody.
USA.
Yes, there you go. It's a nice little compromise. But yeah, go watch that. College football is on tomorrow with that game, and that means so much to those guys out there doing that. That is just absolutely amazing. The people who are in our armed services and go to those academies, those service academies, the discipline they have. You think I'm disciplined?
Next level.
Look at those guys. It is absolutely impressive with what they do.
You think I'm disciplined? My new nickname's Cookie Fuck.
Yeah.
You need to be disciplined, but I think you'd fucking like it.
I think I would.
I want to thank you for the text. See, Kevin, yes, Dulce Alvarado, that is actually very common in Spanish. So
Okay.
Sweet apparently is a very common Spanish first name.
Adorable.
like
Dulce. Okay. There you go. All right. Boy, learning. Yet I'm confused. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We're going to be out a little bit here tonight. The Vanilla Ice Holiday Block Party is going on, part of the Wellington Winterfest at the Palm Beach International Equestrian Center. Chance to see us there tonight.
It's only $5 to park.
Yes.
And then everything is free. The fun for the kids. You really should do it with the fam.
Yes, that is fun. The show, the entertainment's free. Food you'll have to pay for. And drinks you pay for.
Drinks and food are, yeah.
Legacy Place Holiday Village Spectacular that is going on Legacy Place tomorrow. Starts at 11 a.m. Virginia's going to be out there at that.
They have a giant slide for the kids. That's free. Santa will be there. So you can bring your kids, bring your smartphone, and get a free Santa pick at Legacy Place. That is a good deal.
I'm going to come out there and visit you in my Grinch outfit.
Okay.
I'm going to bring a sack of tomatoes.
I'm going to bring a sack of Chinese stars. Let's go.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
And then Suits at the new Public Screenwise Market in Boca at the Lakeside Center from noon to 2 tomorrow. So you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.